Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be making the first deck review video. I plan to make a variety of these, of all kinds of different decks that I've built, planned to build. However, I kind of see fit, so. But for today's deck, what we have is Goblin Charbelcher for historic format, and I went with a specific route that's a little bit different than other deck lists that I've seen. Many other deck lists seem to use a bit more removal, and I've been playing around more with taking spells like Indomitable Creativity out and Strangle is fine because it only costs 1 red mana. Sometimes Spikefield Hazard can be okay, but the other removal spell is the Brotherhood's End that destroys all artifacts, or it does 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. This spell, I've yet to cast this, so it's been hard to find a place where this feels like it's been valuable. I suppose I should also mention what is Goblin Charbelcher. So this is a combo deck. It's a very quick and easy win deck where you try to get out Goblin Charbelcher, and once that's out, you activate it and you kill your opponent because you don't run lands in this deck. This deck runs 0 lands, as you can see. All of the lands it runs are double-sided cards that can be played as a land, and in the decks they count as their spell, their face side, which is a spell, and not their land side. So you will always do usually fatal damage with Goblin Charbelcher. And yeah. But the main strategy that I go for, well, and also we have Ironcrag Fate, which this spell, you want to cast this and it creates 7 mana, which is the perfect amount of mana to cast Charbelcher and activate it to win the game. And since you can only cast one other spell after this one, you get Charbelcher. And so, but the primary strategy that I go with, and where I made a lot of my adjustments, is with the draw spells. Any spell like this is okay, but 3 mana is a little bit much. This can be helpful because it's a lot of card draw. This is okay. You might hit your Charbelcher with this, although there might be Impulse might be a better card than this, so I could play test it sometime. Thrill Possibility, I really like this. This is a big improvement in taking some of these removal spells out. Strike It Rich can help you win a little bit faster. The idea is you want to win by about turn 4. You don't want the game to go on any longer than that. Faithless Looting, another draw spell. You have Pact of Negation. This doesn't work right now the way it's supposed to in the game, but this can potentially stop somebody from stopping you from winning the game. And I have this because I don't have 4 of these right now. I'm close, but this is another card too that I've been playing around with a bit. Again, it's 3 mana, but you look at 6 cards, and so, and you want to have you do really want to have 4 of each of these 2 cards because they come into play untapped for 3 life. So that gives you some speed with your mana. Alright, so... And most of these other cards... This one, maybe you'll play to get rid of something. Like I said, you might play that to get rid of something. Depending on what the games look like that you're playing. But this you will never play outside of playing it as a land. The same with this. And so the primary goal is you want to get your Charbelcher and your feet, play Charbelcher, and then pop. So you can do this. You can do this by turn 3 if your hand is really good, but usually turn 4 is when you're gonna get there, by about turn 4 or 5. So, and if you have a Pact of Negation in your hand, that could help you, but you pretty much want to just dig for these 2 cards, is where you want to go for it. So yeah, that's basically this deck's build. And so we'll go test it out and play a few games and see how we do. Okay, so this is not a great start. I think we're gonna try and mulligan this hand. That's actually a little bit better, I would argue. So we'll keep this. We don't need that right now. And I think we will play this. I'm gonna go ahead and pay 3 for that. Strike it rich, and then I will pass the turn to my opponent. So what's he got here? He has a companion. Okay, so that gives me a bit of an idea of what he's playing. It usually doesn't matter too much what your opponent is playing. Sometimes it can if they're playing discard and counter spells. So, alright. So I want to play this as a land. And then Faithless Looting. So I gotta discard 2 cards, which I think we will do with this, and gives 2 cards, so it looks at 3. Probably discard that as well. So this lets us look at more of our cards. Tarmogoyf, that's pretty interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and use the treasure token to play this. We did not get good luck here. I think we're going to take that. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, we just remove that threat and we'll wait and see what the opponent does here. Okay, that's not good for us. So yeah, when that happens, pretty much the worst. Smaller than tapped. This game's a pretty big whiff. He isn't doing anything, but we don't want games to go on this long because of what he could potentially do. I'm pretty much just getting desperate at this point to hit the combo pieces. Okay, so he'll attack. Okay, looks like he is done. So now I will play this. I don't think we need that. Appears he has a counter spell in his hand, I'm assuming. Okay. Man, this is so extremely bad luck. We've lost one of our combo pieces so far. Alright, the problem is I'm pretty sure he knows what I'm trying to do here, and so he is going to save his mana specifically for that. And he is just waiting for that to happen. But that, of course, is my assumption. Oh, yeah. Who would have thought?
Sacrifice is necessary.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly let this one go on too long. We pretty much just lost at the point that we lost our hand and had nothing, no way to try and hit the combo. So that one just didn't go very good at all. Let's see. Alright, we'll give him a hello. I guess we'll keep this and just see what happens. We have card draw off of that, and we can look at something after playing a Strike at Rich. This is probably not a good idea to play with this hand, but it's just to demonstrate what kind of happens when you don't play with the best hand to start. That's actually a decent draw, surprisingly. We'll do that. Let's see what we get here. I'll take that, put that back, and exile. Okay. It's waiting for him to do something. Yawgmoth. Let's see. How can we do this? I'll play a land to start with. Let's try Thrill first. And then if that doesn't work out, which it's likely it won't. Alright. So next turn, we're gonna play this and just reset the hand. I'm probably gonna play a land before doing that. We might as well, so we'll enter that tapped. I will. So yeah, we're gonna completely reset our hand. I'm not concerned with the order. And wow. A swing and a very heavy miss. We still have a little bit of time to get to our combo pieces. I would be very surprised if we didn't get there after doing another one of that. So... I don't think any of the things he's doing is really relevant at all. I'm not even sure what he did wrong there. I'm primarily just focused on my game here. I'm trying to hit my combo pieces. That. Yes. Yeah, that works. Wow. That's lame. Okay. So it looks like we're just gonna end up losing this one due to bad luck. So, if we get a good draw for the turn, if I get a good draw for the turn and get something off of either of these two, we might be able to pull it off. Yeah. We could win on I could win on my turn. If I hit the feat, if I exile the feat, and get the Charbelcher, or I guess whichever order, really wouldn't matter. But we'll see what happens. Okay. So I will start by doing this. This is difficult. Library, it's fine. So that didn't go the way we had planned for it. However, we might get the Belcher with this. Wow. That is some rotten luck. Okay. I guess we'll put this into play tapped. And then get rid of one of his birds. We'll do that too. Just because... yeah, I don't think we're gonna need Pact of Negation.
Make an excellent minion. Rise and shine.
Don't really think that's gonna make our situation any more worse than it already kind of is. I think we're gonna try to do this. Yeah. That's super unfortunate. So, this is pretty much all we're able to do here. We're just gonna board wipe. And then we'll strangle the Yawgmoth.
Waste not, want not. You'll pay for that. I'll find a use for you later.
So we may actually see this get used this game. It probably won't matter, though.
Good help is easy to find in war.
And destroying his creatures isn't a good thing for me. So... this is miserable. Wow. That... why? I don't think we have an out. We'll see what we draw. Faithless Looting. You bet. Hang on. Alright, yeah, just... man. Rough draws. Unbelievable. I still can't believe that. Interesting. This hand can work if we draw the additional mana that we need to play Feat. So I'm gonna keep this, because we'll be able to play that on turn 3 right now. And that could get us, potentially get us another. Okay, so we drew one. That's good. Now all we need is one more. Okay. So unless our opponent has a counter spell, that's the other thing, is they are playing blue. They could have a counter spell. They seem to be more interested in playing a lot of creatures. Okay. How should I do this? Oh, my spells cost more. Because of this, I'm guessing. Non-creature spells. Ah. So it's probably going to take us an extra turn. Though... yeah. Yeah, it's going to take us an extra turn, perhaps. We can get rid of that creature with Brotherhood's End, which is useful. And yeah, we're doing that. Because we need that off the table. And then enters tapped. So as long as they don't have another one. Looks like we should be good. Oh, I made a mistake. I'm gonna have to wait a turn. That's a triple red spell. That's the first time I've made that mistake. It seems like he doesn't have a counter spell. He's just playing a lot of humans and trying to set up aggro. Yeah, that's good. So now we can cast Feet, Charbelcher, and done. Alright. Alright. And this is another hand that looks perfect. So assuming our opponent doesn't have anything that's gonna stop us, usually a counter spell is what I'm particularly worried about the most when playing this deck. So we're definitely keeping this. Okay, life gain's actually another possible issue. It's really going to depend on how fast he can get that out. And we might actually destroy this on our turn because we have that. And we have the 4 other lands that we're going to need. Or we could strangle it. I guess it really doesn't matter. But I'm going to play that. And, you know, it might actually just be better to do this because we'll win next turn. So this will be one of those super duper quick games. Yeah. So this is actually a game where when you get the perfect hand, this is how fast you can just smash this out. The only other card that we should have in our hand would be Pact of Negation, just in case. But I kind of wonder if he knows what we're doing. And he doesn't know that we can just pop off right away. So, alright. I'll get that counter. But it's not too often you get a hand like this, but that is why Strike It Rich is in here. And the occasional filter for blue. So we want to play this, pay 3 life. Then we use the treasure token to make the other red. Charbelcher. And done. Yeah. Very quick. Very quick game. So, yeah, that's pretty much Charbelcher in a nutshell for historic. So I plan to make more videos of different decks. I plan to make other videos of decks that are good or bad, and maybe gimmicks in between, just a variety. Because I don't just want to play one style or type of deck. And I will definitely play different formats as well, not just Historic Brawl, although Historic Brawl is popular due to it being similar to Commander, of course, which Commander is extremely popular. But yeah. So, thanks everyone for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time.